Yeah, hi there. These comments are for NN. I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm going to listen to your independent speaking practice test. You're one of my students.
The written passage in the lecture discuss about how advertising influences people's behavior. The written passage.
Now, once you state the topic in the beginning, you want to have a little bit of a longer pause there. And when you state your topic, be a little more specific. Say the reading passage or the reading and the listening passage discuss the political and the economic effects of advertising. Then you have your pause. Then you say, first of all, according to the reading passage.
The candidate. The lecture argues the economic impact. The written passage in the lecture discuss about how advertising influences people's behavior.
When you say people's, you got to put S on that, pronounce it as a Z.
The written passage states that people's behavior is obviously affected by advertisement. In particular, a politician is elected on it.
So it's a little bit awkward how you started off with the reading. You might say, first of all, according to the reading passage, advertising has political effects on people's behavior. Then you start talking about the politician.
If he or she is recognized by many people,
you want to say recognized.
While short 30 seconds television advertising have the politician become more familiar with people, billboards and radio can influence people for or against a particular candidate. The lecture argues the economic impact.
See, I can't quite understand what you're saying there. Now, again, once you finish the information about the reading, you want to have a little bit of a longer pause, and then you move to the next idea. Then you might say, second of all, according to the listening passage. Or you can say, in addition, and then you're adding to what you've already said. So you can improve a little bit in how you're connecting your ideas together.
Advertising on people, for example,
yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble understanding what you're saying there, and we listen to one more time.
The lecture argues the economic impact.
I'm not sure what you're saying there, but you can say the lecture explains, the lecture discusses.
Impact of advertising on people, for example, customer will not buy unfamiliar.
When you say customer, say for example a customer, or for example customers.
Either brand of a particular toothpaste unless it has been promoted on advertisement. The speaker concludes that we should be aware of how advertising works, although it might be good or bad. In summary, the written passage and the speaker give the political and economic influence of advertising on people's behavior.
Okay, and thank you for completing this particular practice test. Now let's take a look at your score. Your score here, I'm going to put you at about 2.5 out of 4, 19 points out of 30. Now for the purposes of our class, 2.5 is going to put you at 85%. So you do have some problems with delivery. This will be a battle for you. I know that you want to most likely work here in the United States as a nurse. That means that you will need to get 26 points or higher. So you, in terms of your pronunciation, sometimes you have what's called grammatical word endings. You're not clearly pronouncing those endings. Sometimes you don't pronounce your medial and your final consonant sounds very clearly. So you'll have to do a lot of work, a lot of practice in those areas. You also need to work on your tone. You also had some minor language use issues and also some topic development issues. So to help you with the organization, go to my speaking lesson number 7. That will give you some good tips on how you can organize your ideas a little bit more coherently. Now let's go back to pronunciation for a minute. You want to do two things right now. First of all, start going through all of my pronunciation lessons first, focusing on vowel and then consonant sounds. And then go through my lessons focusing on syllable division and grammatical word endings, word stress, sentence rhythm, intonation, and finally thought groups and blending. Now, each of those particular lessons will have some assignments where you'll be doing some voice recordings. You can record those at my Better TOEFL Scores talk group. I'm not going to listen to any of those, but you should be doing those voice recordings because it helps you monitor your pronunciation as you practice. Now, you need to go from 19 to 26, so you need 7 points. This is not easy. You got a lot of stubborn problems in your speech right now. You're probably looking, my best guess is probably anywhere from 4 to 6 months of very consistent daily study with your speaking. And probably in about 4 to 6 months you will be able to solve all the problems that you need in order to reach your goal. The key, go through my pronunciation lessons as I said. You want to make sure you're speaking English every day as much as you can. It's also very, very important that you watch a lot of TV, and that gives you more exposure to the language. All of these things will help you. All right. Anyway, thank you for completing the integrated speaking practice test, and keep up the good work.